We like to tell stories about sudden breakthroughs. Someone scratches the right ticket, has one brilliant idea, and suddenly they arrive at the peak. But look closely at any long-term survivor in the market, and that story falls apart. Having good intentions or raw talent is the absolute bare minimum. Without a calculated framework to support them, high-potential ideas burn through their capital and crash. Curious, analytical tone. Over hundreds of hours investigating high performers on The Diary of a CEO, Steven Bartlett noticed a distinct pattern. The people who consistently win do not operate on luck. They build a predictable machine. They master human behavior, they execute with rigid consistency, and cultivate extreme self-awareness. If you want specific, measurable outcomes, you have to stop waiting for a lucky break. You have to engineer the system yourself. Before you can construct a company, you have to calibrate your own internal operating system. The foundation of every business is the psychology of the person running it. Place two different leaders in the exact same crisis. One sees a catastrophic failure, the other sees a pivot point. The situation is identical, but the leader's mental frame dictates the outcome. To push a vision forward, you must be an unwavering optimist. You must believe the future is possible, even when data looks bleak. But unchecked optimism will kill you. You must simultaneously be deeply paranoid, constantly searching for hidden risks that could wipe you out. Managing this constant tension requires strict boundaries. By imposing voluntary, short-term restrictions on time and focus, you purchase your long-term autonomy. Discipline produces freedom. Without this highly disciplined internal hardware, any external business structure you build will eventually collapse under the weight of its own pressure. A perfectly calibrated mind can only do so much alone. To scale, that internal system has to plug into a human network. Humans rarely connect over raw data or feature lists. They buy stories. Emotional narratives consistently outcompete spreadsheets when you need to sell a product or influence a crowd. Within your own team, you need to foster an environment where people feel safe. When employees operate without fear of harsh punishment for testing new ideas, innovation thrives. Yet, maintaining that safe environment requires ruthless curation. If you tolerate toxic behavior, that safety evaporates. You hire for mindset, and you fire fast when someone poisons the culture. Strong leaders do not project an illusion of perfection. They project honesty, admitting their own vulnerabilities to build genuine trust with their network. Human networks are highly volatile. A CEO's true operational role is actively curating the culture that completes the tasks, rather than managing the tasks directly. Once the human network is in place, you need an engine to actually produce scalable growth. The math is simple. Occasional bursts of extreme intensity look great, but small, daily consistency will mathematically outpace them every time. Speed wins. A fast, imperfect plan you are executing is infinitely more valuable than a perfect strategy you are still planning. Goals are useful for setting a direction, but they do not do the work. Systems create repeatable, reliable success long after the initial motivation fades. In the modern market, an efficient system is completely useless if it remains invisible. Attention is the absolute currency of business. Without it, you do not have a company. True execution relies entirely on leveraging your time, your technology, and your attention to construct a fully autonomous output engine. So you build the machine. The internal hardware is calibrated, the culture is strong, and the architecture is humming. It forces a very uncomfortable question. What is all of this engineered effort actually for? Money is clinically useful. It solves severe logistical problems and removes daily friction, but it inherently fails to provide fulfillment. It is a tool, not a destination. The ultimate non-renewable asset is your time. Your entire business structure should be designed to protect it rather than consume it. This systems-based approach produces tangible, high-level industry recognition. It secures repeatable market dominance. Your life and your business are a strict reflection of your habits, decisions, and mindset. They are not a reflection of your intentions. Define what success actually means to you and start building the system today.